it kind of sucks to me that I have to like say I'm disabled like so many times, but I've also just experienced ableism in the fact that people don't believe me, right? Mm-hmm. Or people look at my work and they're like, oh, well, you know, you're dancing and doing all this stuff here. You can't possibly like not be able to do this. And it's like, yeah, but you don't understand, like I have to really plan out my performances because I know I don't have the same amount of energy or capacity as the other able-bodied drag person. And another thing that I believe Bad Poppy said during the panel is that you don't know what goes beyond closed doors, right? Mm-hmm. We don't know what drag performer is experiencing, working through once they leave the stage or once they take off their makeup. And I feel like being proactive about asking people about those things, right, is just a really small way. And or stepping, like leveling up, I don't want to say step up, but leveling up and going to venues and saying, hey, why don't you have a ramp? Hey, why is your bar not ADA accessible? Because that's another thing too, is like being booked for a show and then being like, oh, what's the stage like? What's the accessibility information? And of course I'm gonna do that because I need that, but it's just, you know, it creates extra labor and then it also makes you feel like you're asking for extra stuff or you're asking for too much. So yeah.
Yeah, I feel that that was such a great workshop. I was glad I got to go to it. I learned a lot. Is that available? Can people find that online still?
I can quickly check. I believe it was on the Oaklash Twitch. Mm-hmm. And eventually it's going to be taken off and moved to their Patreon.
Okay.
So if you want to see that on Patreon, you can do that. But I also asked them to send me a recording of it because I want to put captions on it and hopefully make it just accessible and free for everyone. Right. Because like that's counterproductive to make people pay for a workshop on disability, in my opinion. So yeah, hopefully I will have that with captions and everything publicly available so that everyone can read it or hear it. And then I also am planning to make some like infographics or just like a list of takeaways from that conversation. Because I want more people to know what disabled folks, what disabled people of color, disabled queer and trans people of color are saying and needing in order to be a part of this community.
Yes, for sure. We've got to the end of the evening, so I would like to take some time though for you to tell people how they can connect with you. You are an amazing artist. I love your work. I cannot get enough of it. Though it is enough, like it's great. I just really enjoy it.
No, I think
I didn't want to put any pressure, like I need more.
No, it's okay. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that.
But I do. I really love it, and you all will too. So do check it out. How can they reach you? How can they get a hold of you?
With respect and consent. Just kidding. Not really. You can find me on Instagram at King Lotus Boy, TikTok also at King Lotus Boy, Facebook, facebook.me/drag king thing. Or if you just type in Lotus Boy, all caps, in the search bar, you can find me on Facebook.
And TikTok.
Oh, and TikTok, yeah. I wish I had the energy to be more active on TikTok. I like see so many things and I have so many silly, like really silly humor TikTok images. I'll one day get there, but I'm most active on Instagram. So if anyone wants to reach out or connect with me, you can send me a DM. Oh, and lastly, I wanted to answer Iachia's question of, was there an inspiration for this look? My inspiration was this wig. I wanted to try and match the purple and the green. And I was going to use a green screen, but then I was like, I can't, it's green. And I also know that Bonnie wears a lot of pink, so I wanted to kind of like pastel.
Connect it. Worked out great. Awesome. So, and then the PayPal is there as well. Also, all the links to socials, ways you can send tips, all of that are in the descriptions of the videos wherever you're listening. So is there anything else you would like to say before we go, Lotus Boy?
Thank you